I'm Gaitley Stevenson-Mathews. I'm running for Glen Cove City Council, and I'm honored to be running on the Tim Tanky ticket. Often I like to say there are two kinds of people in Glen Cove. There are those who were fortunate enough to have been born here, and there are those of us who got here just as quickly as they could. Now, I am of the latter. I've lived in New York State for the last 20 years. The first 5 years were in Manhattan. The next 5 years were in North Hempstead, first in Manhasset and then in Port Washington. And for the last 10 years, I've lived here in Glen Cove. Now, the thing that brought me to Glen Cove was Morgan Park, Tribal Beach, and the rich history of the region. But what I soon found out is that at the core of Glen Cove, what makes Glen Cove truly great are the people. I serve as an elder at the Presbyterian Church. I was honored to work with Gustavo Gitlin, who's the cantor at Tifereth Israel. And in working at North Shore Sheltering, as I reached out to people and asked, could they help with meals or any other things happening in a volunteer capacity, people always reached out. So I will say, at the core of Glen Cove are the people of Glen Cove. Now, the tricky bit for me, as much as I love Glen Cove, as much as I love the people of Glen Cove, what we are doing in city government is not reflective of where we should be going. People do not feel like the city of Glen Cove, that City Hall is theirs. And where that comes from is a major disconnect. That is not seen any more clearly than, of course, with recent development. And now I want to be very clear. I am not anti-development. I am absolutely pro-development when it is balanced, when it is sustainable, and when it has the taxpayer in mind. But the recent Garvey's Point project, when we're talking about a 40-year tax break, $280 million in lost revenue, that cannot happen. That has got to stop. We have got to steer the ship in a different direction. I have a background, I have an Associate of Arts degree in business, I have a bachelor's degree in English Lit, I have a master's in theater, also more administrative training through the Center of Nonprofit Management. I ran a theater company for many years in Dallas, sat on the Dallas Cultural Affairs Commission, have sat on many boards, and have been president of quite a few of those boards. I am a communicator. I believe in making a difference. I believe in being the voice of the people, which we absolutely must bring to the city of Glen Cove. And I would be honored to have your vote to make a difference in bringing your voice to City Hall. I'm Gaitley Stevenson-Mathews. I'm running for Glen Cove City Council. Thank you so much.